Alright, so what else is there to do on a boring Wednesday night? Make another venting video, but this time it's by request. So I let people pick the issues that I talk about, which is kind of exciting because a lot of them are actually pretty funny that I get annoyed too. Yes, I am wearing a goofy hat, so don't judge. I'm with a fuzzy blanket, fuzzy PJs, and fuzzy socks, so I just felt like being a total nerd right now. But anyways, I have a lot of people's venting to get through, so I'm going to get started. So first off is Louisa Rogers, and she doesn't like nosy people who add you to be nosy. Which, who doesn't? We all have those fucking annoying friends from high school. I wouldn't even call them friends, but the acquaintances that maybe you used to be friends with, or just some nosy girls you didn't like that always want to add you to see what you're up to, what you're doing, who you're hanging out with, how much better off you are than them. You know, just some insecure shit just to make sure that their life's better than yours, and usually it's not. That's why they're adding you just out of insecurity, which is fucking annoying because I have that too. I'm like, why don't you just ask me how I'm doing? Like, don't be fucking nosy. It's obnoxious. And on that note, the same as adding nosy people, Kayla Baker doesn't like that her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend adds her. As Kayla said, like girls just want to see what you have that they don't, which is like really true. Like we all always have exes that add the ex's current boyfriend or girlfriend, which is retarded. Like I've had people do that to me before, or I've done it to people, but that was like in high school, and we're not in high school anymore. So like keeping up and stalking on your exes, like it's just kind of creepy. Like if you go on someone's page just to see how happy they are, to see how much prettier you they are than you, or yeah, they are than you. I mean, that's just weird. Like, don't do it. Like, I totally agree with both of them. Like, nosy people, no one likes you, and you're obviously not on their Facebook for a reason. So, like, by you clicking the add friend button, just makes you look like a fucking idiot, and everyone's probably talking about how dumb you are. Next is Jennifer Ray. So, bitches who act like they're the shit and their shit don't stink when in reality check their ghetto hood rats. So I think we can all agree with that. The girls who are walking around with like A-cup boobs hanging out, like nothing even to show. The ones that have missing teeth out here, like I know some girl with that, like it's so ugly. And then you have the girls that even like talk so ghetto. Like, okay, there's nothing against like any color that you are or anything or how you talk. Like shit, I love the way a lot of people talk, but it's like the way you present it. Like there's a funny way to talk, or there's like ghetto, like nigga, I ain't gonna fucks with you, nigga. Oh, I'm gonna take you to the crib, boo. Like, get out of here. Like, no one likes that. Like, you look so stupid. Like, I can't even talk about trashy girls at the bar or the clubs. Like, I'm just like, really? Like, she picks up dudes? Like, that's disgusting. And the sad thing is, like, they think they're so cute, but in reality, I'm just like, oh my god, bitch. Like, what trailer park did you come from? Like, bleh. Makes me want to vomit all the alcohol I've been drinking. Next, Bridget Dominguez, and she does not like people that can't drive, which is fucking annoying because I can't stand sucky drivers either. I've not really wanted to talk since my old car has like two dents on every side. I'm like notorious known for crashing my car, but that doesn't necessarily I mean I suck at driving because I hate sucky drivers too. You're always like stuck behind that one person, you know, you're fucking driving down the road. 40 miles an hour is the speed limit, so you know you can always push it at least a little more, at least like 5 miles an hour. So you're driving, you want to drive 45, then you have that asshole that you're fucking stuck behind that's going 35 miles an hour, and you're like, dude, like what the fuck? The speed limit's 40. Like that extra 5 really makes a big difference. So I mean, literally, I'm not making this up. In traffic all the time, I'm like honking my horn, like my friends, my boyfriend think I'm psycho. I'm always like, fuck you, like fuck you. I'm surprised I haven't got shot at yet. Like I'm a crazy bitch. I'll just be fucking riding dirty and shit, feeling like a pimp. Go and brush your shoulders off. No, I'm just kidding. But really though, like I'll be fucking rough riding, and then I'll be flipping people off. If you can't drive, like get off the fucking road and leave it for the pros to drive. Like no one wants a grandma driving, but that's the sad thing is that half the time when they are sucky, I'll be like fucking cussing and honking the horn, and then I'll swerve around and get next to them, and I'll look over and it's like an 80-year-old grandma, and I feel like such a piece of shit. But then again, I'm like, dude, like why are you driving? Like get off the road. Have your kids or your grandchildren drive you around because you're slowing the rest of us down. And on that note, Katie Wilms wants me to bring up blinkers. So You know that fucking asshole that is like driving in front of you with the blinker on and you don't get in the lane around him to go around because you think he's getting over, or you think he's going to turn the opposite way, so you just stay behind him, or maybe you can't even get over and his blinker's just fucking on, and it's like, how do you not know that your blinker is on? Like, you're either doing it to be an asshole, which some people like to be assholes in traffic, so I'm like that sometimes too, but, or they're just like deaf or dumb. Like, how can you not hear a blinker? It's like beep 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 beep, like turn or turn me off, ah. Yeah, people don't get it, they're just fucking retards. Whatever, if you can't drive, stay off the road. Next is Amy Young wants me to talk about dissers. So, dissers, we all love those people, the people that you make plans with, and it's like usually the same people you'll make like 50 plans with, and they keep dissing and dissing, and you keep hoping that they'll change, but they never do. So I don't even know why we all keep making plans with those types of people, but it's the people that are like, oh yeah, let's go to the movies, I'll be at your house at 8. Or let's go to the bar, I'll pick you up, and then you're like fucking sitting around waiting all night, and you're like, okay, what the fuck, if they were gonna ditch me, they could have at least made a call. And that never happens half the time either. So then the next morning you get a text, oh, I'm so sorry, my phone died, or I got pulled over, or I didn't have my charger with me, I didn't know how to get to your house. It's like, really? Like I said in my last video, like, if you don't want to fucking hang out, like, just say, like, I don't want to fucking hang out with you, or don't make plans. I, in my entire life, have never made plans and then not kept them. If I don't want to go somewhere, and I know from the beginning, then I usually say, oh, I'll think about it, or I'll let you know, or I'm not for sure, or I'm busy, because I don't want to do that, and I don't ditch people. Because when I do make plans, even if I don't want to go later in the week, I'm like, fuck, like, I'm committed. I'm just gonna go tough out this miserable fucking time I'm gonna have with this friend to make them happy. Like, just go. Don't make plans. Don't be a disser because no one likes you. People probably will stop asking to hang out with you after a while if you diss all the time. And like I said, like the last video, your grandma falling on a turtle, like, stop making up lame excuses. Like, what are you gonna say? Like, you fucking caught an STD and you had to go to the hospital? Like, come on, really? Next is, let's see here. So Ashley Baker wants me to talk about people who bitch that their life sucks so bad, but I mean, there's so many much more people that have like worse off lives. You know those people who like live in Highlands Ranch or like went to Legacy High School and they're like, oh my god, like, I didn't get this new car today. Like, what am I gonna do with my life? My parents said I had to wait a week. Like, what? Like, Jesus Christ, I never even got a car. Like, I have to pay for my own shit. Like, people just bitch about their lives all the time. And, you know, I admit I'm guilty of it. I'm a complainer, though, so what can I say? But, you know, there's just a lot of people that have a lot worse off. So when you're bitching about stupid shit, like, don't do it. It's just dumb. Because there's, like, homeless people that are, like, freezing their balls off right now downtown. That's just, it's not cool. So maybe later in a video we should have like a fundraiser. Just kidding. Okay. So Arlene, or also known as Truss, wants me to talk about cheap ass bitches who always want to fucking blaze up, but they don't pitch on the weed. Like, bitch, if you want to be high as fuck on your level, like, you better bring some, how much is a blunt? $10, okay? So if you and like 4 people, let's say, want to fucking smoke a blunt to the face, what's that, $2.50 a person? If you can't scrape up $2 and change to smoke a blunt, you shouldn't be smoking. Like, and it's not even that. It's like, maybe okay, the occasional smokers, or you offer to smoke someone up, but it's the people who text you like daily, like, hey, wanna blaze? Hey, wanna blaze? Actually, this makes me laugh because I'm thinking of someone right now who does that, and he probably is gonna know who he is. John Caesar. No, I'm just kidding. No, but really, like, they expect you to like smoke them up every single day and they never give anything back. It's like annoying. And then half the time you can't even have fun when you're getting high because you're like so frustrated that like, oh, they use you and they just smoke all your weed. So it's not even enjoyable time. So like, fucking bring your own weed, bitch, or bring some loot. Next off, Madison Reeves wants me to talk about sluts that call you sluts. So as she says, it takes one to know one, bitch. Like, how really are you gonna call someone a slut when you're like sluttier than they are? I love that. Like, that's the funniest thing, because when a girl is like, oh, you're a fucking slut, or do you know this person, she's a slut, and you're like, bitch, like, do you know your reputation? You have slept with the entire football team, you have slept with 20 dudes, you've slept with every dude up in this club, you had chlamydia, you had fucking, you call it, you have 3 different babies by 3 different baby daddy, and you want to call me a slut? Fuck that. You have Shaniqua, Tequila, and Markel. You have all these fucking baby daddies, and you're calling me a slut. Like, fuck no. And how are people sluts? Like, how are you gonna call someone a slut when you're the one that's fucking like grinding up on the pole with your coochie hanging out? Like, really? Like, think before you talk. Think before you talk. Anyways, next is Ian. He wants me to tell you, because he thinks it's going to be funny, that it's annoying to make ranting videos because he thinks you're all going to laugh, but I think it's fun. So, fuck you, Ian. Another thing that I want to talk about before I end this video is tattoos and piercings. So, I hate people who, like, think that I'm such a freak. Like, I mean, can you tell how many piercings and tattoos I have? Probably not, because I'm pretty conservative about it. Like, none of them really show. But from not looking, I mean, you can't tell, but I have like 7 tattoos and 37 piercings. So when people like actually see all my piercings, they like think I'm a freak, and I'm like, I'm not a freak. Like, I'm cool, I'm unique, and probably in about a year, you and all your friends are going to be jocking my shit. And that's exactly what everyone did. Guess who had dermals before fucking everyone? I've had dermals for 3 years, and now the whole city of Denver has dermals. I have the chest dermals, I have the back dermals, I have the hip dermals, and I have the wrist dermals. And then what does everyone do? Everyone gets fucking dermals. It's honestly fucking annoying, but whatever, I'm a trendsetter. But back to the point is, like, I'm not a freak. We live in a new day and age. Like, we're gonna be some badass old people in some nursing homes, like, all fucking tatted, sleeved up. I just can't wait to see what people say, but I just think it's funny. And I just, like, think it's, like, what makes you you, you know? Like, everyone knows me for piercings, so I just think it's fun. And lastly, classmates that... So today I was, like, sitting in class, and in my cravings and addiction class, they're talking about, like, internet addictions, and, like, one guy was like, I can't believe how many people post, like, what they eat on Facebook, and, like, pictures all the time, and they're doing this and this, and... Like, oh my god, people walk around with Facebook on their phone now, and I'm just sitting here, like, in class on Facebook, like, fucking around, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like, shut the fuck up. Like, it's so funny, every class I'm in, they, like, talk shit, like, they're all, like, nerdy, and it's, like, all shit that I do. And then in my psychology of women class today, like, we had a project to observe, like, how girls dress and whatever, like, whatever. So we're talking, and then these girls are like, oh my god, I can't believe girls wear round heels all the time, and they do this and this, and I'm just like, or dress like a hoochie, and I'm like, yep, that's me, I dress like a hoochie, like, shut your fucking mouth. It's just funny, because they're like, freak out about, like, shit that I do in my everyday life, so I just, like, sit here and laugh, and like, oh my god, has anyone in this class ever tried ecstasy before? Like, this is the drug where you give each other massages for 4 hours straight. If I saw anyone while I was rolling give a massage for 4 hours straight, I would probably chop your fucking head off for being so weird. It's just funny. They're just so annoying, and they're such overachievers. Like, they're the ones that are like, oh, pick me, like, I have something to say for every single thing you say. Like, guess what? In college, no one gives a fuck. No one goes to school. No one does their work. So by you being a kiss ass, you're just annoying the rest of us who don't give a fuck that we're just there to be there. It's so annoying. Anyways, this one's way longer than the last one. Sorry, I tried to hurry, but I hope everyone has a good Thursday.